Hey y'all, my name's Caitlyn. I'm a bartender here at Jazz Texas, and I'm here to talk to you about the martini. Well, we won't say exactly the martini, because the martini that you may know today may involve gin, vodka, we'll say olive juice, dry vermouth, bitters, absolutely no bitters, extra dirty only, blue cheese olives if you have it. But I'm here to talk to you about why we even have the option to choose all these different ideas of what a martini is for us today. Well, we'll start over. My idea of a martini comes back to the actual roots of why we even have so many different options that have stemmed off of the original recipe of what a martini actually was. We at Jazz Texas consider the Hoffman House a classic by all standards to be a perfect replica of what a good martini would have looked like when they were first drinking martinis in the 1880s. The Hoffman House cocktail is named after the Hoffman House in New York, which was the A-list hotel, bar, outing and place to be in the 1880s, particularly in terms of the kind of cocktail that you could enjoy. So you'd find there that they do their cocktail with just a dash of orange bitters. Not too much, because orange bitters can easily dominate a cocktail and take you from a balanced to an unbalanced affair. You'll do 1 ounce of dry vermouth. We here at Jazz use Dolan, but as long as you're using a high quality, clean, dry vermouth, you'll enjoy the cocktail that you're making. As far as what gin you should use, many sources will tell you PLYMOUTH. PLYMOUTH is its own style of gin characterized by earthy botanicals that play well with all of the citrus that you're putting in with your cocktail, with the lemon peel and the orange bitters. And then the key here that we'll find with the Hoffman House is that we are actually going to stir the drink instead of shaken. I know, we've all heard James Bond, and we all know that shaken versus stirred is the way to go. However, in the Hoffman House, seeing as all that you have in the cocktail is bitters, vermouth, and gin, everything you have is alcohol. When you shake just alcohol, it creates your clear, pretty, see-through drink and takes it to makes it a cloudy, like not clear, just not as clean looking affair. And that's what we want with our cocktails, is a clean looking affair. So with the Hoffman House, once we've added everything into our Boston mixing glass, we're going to stir. And I'll stir this for probably about 60 seconds. Little known fact, the martini glass is actually a concept of the 20th century, not the 19th century. So if you had ordered a martini back in the 19th century, which would have been the late 1800s, when the Hoffman House was thriving, you would have gotten it in a coupe. This is a coupe. You'll finish a Hoffman House off with a lemon zest for the nose and for the garnish. So next time you're out and about, consider having a martini not in the way of James Bond, but instead a Hoffman House. And if your bartender doesn't know what a Hoffman House is, perhaps you need to come down to Jazz Texas instead. Cheers.